So, a certain character has returned back into the fight of My Hero Academia, and yeah, this is gonna cause a whole lot of controversy. I can't wait. Let's hit the intro. Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Big Blue Drew 97 here, coming at you with another manga review for My Hero Academia, manga chapter 292, titled Ray of Hope. And before we get into the actual review, I'd like to ask y'all to subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave a like on this video if you like it, leave a comment down below so I can grow my YouTube channel. And without the way, let's get right into it, because when it comes to this chapter of My Hero Academia, obviously it's continuing from the last chapter, where at the beginning of the chapter we actually get a little bit more of a semi-flashback to a few moments before Best Jeanist got the drop on Dobby and the rest of the gang. We get basically the reveal that Best Jeanist is also able to watch Dobby's video, and how he just calls out Dobby for the fact that, yo, family issues like this shouldn't, like, first of all, be like publicized the way that it was, and B, interfere with like hero society that is literally already on shaky legs. So we have basically Best Jeanist just shit talking Dobby for what he did, and is now going into the fight where we get basically him monologuing about how he is here to bring forth a ray of hope. Roll credits, as we see that with the apparently the black carbon fibers, he is able to use those that dropped out of the ship or the aircraft to subdue Tamakia, where we get the reveal, which is weird because I always thought that we knew what Best Jeanist's quirk was, but we also get his quirk reveal in his little box. Best Jeanist quirk, Fiber Master. He can freely control fiber. So, you know, I thought it was just clothing manipulation, but no, it's specifically fiber, meaning like any type of fiber, cotton, polyester, even carbon, Kevlar like fibers. He can control them, and he does so with ease as he subdues Tamakia. And a cool moment about this is we see Bakugo, who's like, ha, I thought, okay, I thought as much. You said that you were missing? Haha. Oh, so because, you know, he worked under Best Jeanist. So it's just cool to see that Bakugo does have some goodwill with Best Jeanist. And even though he says it in this weird way, he's still happy to see that Best Jeanist is alive. And with this, Best Jeanist has done his job as the number 3 hero and has subdued not just Tamakia, but also subdued Dobby, as well as the other members of the League of Villains, even to a point where like Dobby is surprised about Best Jeanist being alive, since, you know, he saw him as a corpse. Which apparently, from what we have with these translations, the body that was brought to Dobby by Hawks was an actual body, meaning that someone was dead in that body. They just made it to dress it up to be like Best Jeanist. And Best Jeanist calls out Dobby. He's like, yo, you were being too greedy. You were being like too like arrogant. Yeah, I'm still here, and now I've subdued all of you. And what is even cooler is that even while this is all happening, you still have Shoto trying to go after Dobby, which, you know, makes sense. And we'll get a little bit more into their confrontation. But what is also really interesting about this moment is because you have Spinner, who's like, yo, why is Tamakia being held down by just these fibers? And he comes, and then you have Spinner, who comes to the realization that, oh, yeah, I guess when it comes to Tamakia, he doesn't do anything unless he is told to. Like he literally has to have an order, like, told to him for anything that he does. So we have Spinner, who's trying his hardest to go and like wake up Shigeraki, trying to wake him up to the best of his ability. But then you have Nejire coming in and is about to stop Spinner, and then she gets fried by Dobby using his flames, as Dobby gloats about how, because of Endeavor, another kid's future was burned to ashes. as we see Shoto, Deku, and Endeavor look upon the body of Nejire as she falls. Here's the thing. People are going to complain about this chapter, how there are no stakes at all. But at this moment, just seeing characters that we know, that we somewhat care about, just instantly go down. As strong as Nejire was, who was able to compete somewhat with, even though it was a weakened Shigeraki, a modified Shigeraki, but the flames of Dobby are just so strong and burn so hot that he just automatically took her down. And we have this scene of Dobby, his body is literally covered in flames, which means that when he was fighting Geddon, he was totally holding back. Like, there's no joke how much he was holding back against Geddon. If he was going full throttle against Geddon, Geddon's ice, clothing, body, and bones would have been gone. This is just showing how powerful Dobby actually is. And then here's where we have Shoto, who's telling Dobby to quit, as we have basically even more like distress coming from Izuku, who's just thinking to himself like, I have to help, I have to get up, I have to help my friend. Shoto is suffering right now, as we also get Best Jeanist coughing up, most likely blood, because he's having a hard time restraining Tamakia, as he thinks about how if the #1 hero suffers a loss here, the country will fall to pieces. Foreshadowing? Possibly the #1 hero is going to take an ultimate loss leading to the villain's victory, causing the country to go into pieces? Maybe. And it doesn't help that Spinner succeeds in waking up Shigeraki about how, and what is very interesting about what is translated to is that, like, he says that he can't break free, but he's itchy. So he tells Tamakia to break free. And what is interesting is that if he actually is thinking about itching, that itch is the itch for destruction, like both literally and figuratively. He's most likely physically itchy because he wants to destroy, but also he's like maybe itchy because he's like, yo, it's itchy as in like, I need to do something. So we have Tamakia, who's about to begin breaking free of his restraints. Then we cut over back to the other heroes fighting off Nomus, which, you know, this is a fun action scene, really interesting panel. They're fighting up against the Nomus. The heroes are like, oh man, we've only taken out half the Nomu, and we have to deal with the other half too. But then you have these Nomu who's like, dip. They run away, most likely confirming, if not implying, that Tamakia is once again a Nomu, because the Nomus are listening to the words of Shigeraki. Most likely these Nomu, which is confirmed that these Nomu are going to the rescue of Shigeraki, trying to rescue Tamakia, trying to make him get free. And while this is all happening, you have Burn, who's like seeing this, is like, yo, this is so weird, they're heading right for Shigeraki, we must go and stop them. Like, at first they were acting like animals, now they're being organized, and as she's running away, this other Nomu comes up behind her, seems as if it's about to attack her, but then you see this like flash punching into the Nomu, as we cut away back to Tamakia trying to break free from the restraints. You see Best Jeanist holding on for dear life, keeping him at bay, because even though Tamakia is going full strength, like, the fact that Best Jeanist is still able to hold him is amazing. And here we see the clash between Shoto and Toya Todoroki, Dobby, as we have basically like this just amazing like flash of fire, and as they're talking to each other, we have Shoto basically calling out Dobby. He's like, what are you doing this? You sent that villain to kill brother? Do you not care about brother? And then you have Dobby's just like, well, I mean, it would have made Endeavor suffer, so I was okay with it. And you have Shoto chiming in, is like, have you lost your mind? Where Dobby responds with, yeah, I've lost everything. I can't really feel anything. That's why, yeah, my flesh is burning right now. Yeah, I can't feel that. I'm just really apathetic. Fucking die. I can't wait to kill you. Burn. Yeah, he just goes in. Dobby goes in on Shoto, and he's like happy that he's finally going to be able to kill him, as we see the Nomu going after Best Jeanist as a way to free Tamakia, because if Best Jeanist loses his concentration, he has to be fully concentrated, and if he's not, the fibers will just let loose, Tamakia will escape. And this is all going through, like, Deku's head, is going through everyone's head, that if Best Jeanist loses focus, that monster will escape. And we have Deku who's just thinking like, I have to get out of here. I have to move. I can't use my own, but I can use Black Whip and float. But I have to help Best Jeanist. I have to support Best Jeanist. I don't want to be this worthless idiot that can't help a single person. So we have basically Deku just like hammering in, like he thinks he's worthless. He thinks that he can't help anyone. He has to help. He has to support Best Jeanist. Wait, what? Okay. So we see this face pop out of the ground, and it seems to be Lumillion, Mirio, who pops out of the ground and takes out all 5 of these high-end Nomu, or should I say semi-high-end Nomu, by himself, as he yells out his catchphrase, "Power!" Oh gosh, that might have peaked. As the chapter ends, and yeah, apparently Mirio, Lumillion, has his quirk back and is on the battlefield right now. This is the controversy that I was thinking of, that people are going to be talking about this. Either people are going to be extremely happy that Mirio is back, people are going to be extremely pissed that Mirio is back, or there's going to be people like me, where I'm in the middle. Like, it's cool that he's back, but the implications, the fact that he has his quirk, the fact that he's able to fight, like, what about Eri? Like, this happened all within the span of 4 months? How was this possible? I have so many questions, but they're all shallow or new, but they're all put to the side because we have Mirio yelling power, taking out 5 Nomu. So, about this chapter. I think it was a really good chapter. I think for the past just months, My Hero has just been bringing out banger after banger after banger after chapter. And I think this one, it probably doesn't hit as much as the last 2, but this last scene of the reveal that Mirio is back, and the kind of foreshadowing with Burnin, how a Nomu was taken out by just quick punch, or this quick jab that we really couldn't see, but it was very likely Mirio. That was very, like, great. And just seeing Best Jeanist being able to subdue Tamakia, something that, like, really no one else is able to do. Even, like, the kids were having trouble with this, and Best Jeanist, he's still struggling, but he's doing, at least he's keeping it together. And then you just have the Nomu coming after him, and just really the confrontation between Dobby and Shoto, and like everything that Dobby did in this chapter was amazing. Just taking out Nejire in one shot, shocking everyone, potentially meaning that she's dead. And it's very funny, like in this arc, we saw the big 3. We saw each one of them have like a cool thing that they do. Sun Eater helped take down like the people in the ground, and Nejire helping to take out Shigeraki, and now Mirio is here. I think it might have been telegraphed, or it might have been like telegraphed that Mirio was going to come back, because we got to see 2 of the big 3 and a new big 3 of Shoto, Deku, and Bakugo participating in this fight. So it kind of makes sense. But there's so many things that I have to say about this, and I'm not going to say them all in this video. But overall, I still really enjoyed it. Enjoyed that Mirio came back. Enjoyed just Dobby being Dobby. Shoto having some type of confrontation with him. Best Jeanist showing off like how great he is. The unfortunate like situation that Nejire was in, I really did enjoy that. And just seeing Deku like coming to the realization that he's still not a hero. He still wants to save people, but he's still not strong enough. I think this is going to lead to Deku going through more character development, more growth, more change as he grows. Not necessarily as he learns through UA, because we don't know if he's going to stay at UA, or if UA is still going to be a thing, or if Hero Society is still going to be a thing. But we're going to see more growth. Like, this is going to be a changing point, not just for Deku, not just for Shoto, not just for Bakugo, but for everyone. Everyone is going to grow from this fight, either for the better when it comes to the heroes, or for the worst when it comes to the villains. And heck, even for the better for the villains as well. So, all in all, really enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. Hopefully you'll continue watching my videos. If you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment down below. Oops, on what you thought of this chapter. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Do all of that cool jazz. Now, catch you in the next video. Oh gosh. Oh man, that would have been great. I could just phase through it so you never hear the doo-doo-doo of the wires. But yeah, catch you guys next time.